I've had a lot of ELA classes in my day. As you can tell, this is like every notebook we've ever had. So in these ELA classes, I've been forced to read a lot of books. And today I'm going to be ranking all of the books that we were forced to read, and you guys are going to disagree with me a ton, and that is okay because, as you know, I'm right, you're wrong, let's do this. Starting with the worst of the worst, The Great Gatsby. Absolutely terrible book. There's not much about this I like other than the time period. The time period and the setting is done perfectly, and that is all that is done perfectly. The characters, the plot, it's all slow, it's all stupid. Gatsby, what the frick are you doing, bro? Frickin' get over it, it's been 20 years. She has a kid. Leave her alone. Anyways, bad book. Very bad book. Worst of the worst. Going from there, the one we just finished, actually, the last book we just read, The Catcher in the Rye. Very disappointed with how this book turned out. I was loving where it was going, and the best part about it is the characterization. The characterization of Holden is just perfect. It could not be done any better. It is the definitive characterization I've seen for a teenager in a book in a long time, considering how old this book is. 1945, apparently. So this is an old book, as you can tell. Yellow pages. But yeah, that's about all that's good about this book, though. The plot? I don't know where the plot is, to be honest. The conclusion? So unsatisfying. The build-up with Jane was... Why was it there? Terrible book. Only good thing about it is Holden and his characterization. And then from there we have Lord of the Flies. And I've got to say, we spent way too much time on this book. It is a horrible, terrible, absolutely bad book. It is a terrible book. The characters, they're all mid at best. The plots, it's just not interesting. The idea behind it is awesome, but it's not executed really well. And the conclusion, as you'll see the common theme here with these older books, is unsatisfying. It's just stupid, it's quick, it's rushed. Why is in every older book the conclusion so rushed? I really don't get that, if I'm being honest. But Piggy, my specs! I was so happy when he died. Spoilers, by the way. However, we did actually make a movie trailer on this, and one, so, maybe I'll put that in the end of the video, but you have to watch the whole thing to find out. Yeah, engagement. Then The Most Dangerous Game. I'm not gonna lie, it's technically not a novel, it's a short story. I'm putting it on here anyways. Who cares? It's good. Best part about it is probably the name Lord Zaroff. I love that so much, and I'm definitely going to use that at some point because it's such a good name. But the plot is actually pretty consistent in this one, and the movie's not bad either for being a half black and white, half color movie, which is pretty crazy to think of. But yeah, it's actually not terrible. It's a little odd, if I'm being honest, but it's still pretty darn good. Better than all the slop I've talked about so far. Pivoting from there, we have Charlotte's Web, and I've got to say, I think this was 3rd grade we read this, and oh my gosh, what a slog this book is. At least in 3rd grade. I haven't read it in a while. I mean, the best part about it is the illustrations. Look at that. That kid's like breaking his neck or something. So, the movie, love the movie so much, love it to death. Literally grew up watching the movie on repeat all the time. But it's a slow plot. It's just not very interesting. Probably because I had it spoiled so many times by the movie. But hey, I signed it. Signature's out of date, but I guess I liked it that much. Still, not the best. And then we had A Christmas Carol. Now, technically, we didn't actually finish this book. We kind of jumped from plot point to plot point, from chapter to chapter, because our teacher wasn't the best at managing time, so we kind of had to rush through this book at the end of the year to get it done by Christmas time. But from what I read, it was okay. It was all right. I loved the idea. It was a perfect Christmas novel, but I think it just works so much better as a movie or as a special. And the best version, the Mickey Mouse version, because that's what I grew up on, heavily nostalgic for that, and it's probably the best adaptation of A Christmas Carol, if I'm being honest. The book itself, it's slow, it's not the greatest. Mickey is better. And now we have The Giver, and I'm not gonna lie, The Giver was not giving me much excitement. You get it? It's just a slow book. It's a slow plot. I'm fine with a slow burning plot, but not this type. This was not good. This conclusion to The Giver is very open, and I hate that. I hate where a conclusion just like doesn't really give you a definitive answer. Book 2 doesn't even have the same people in it, so why should I bother to read book 2? It's so odd. The Giver is just really odd. It's not the best dystopian example. We'll get to that much later. And then we have Anthem, which is another dystopian novel. I honestly have no idea what Anthem is. I was asking everybody about books that we've read in our past, and apparently this book existed. Apparently we read it at some point. I don't remember. So that tells you all you need to know, but it sounded good. It was probably good. I don't know, was it good? Let me know down below if it was good. I honestly have no idea. I had to put it somewhere, so I just put it in the middle. Something that is really good. The Mysteries of Spider King. This was like 3rd, 2nd grade, I don't know. But holy frick, this book was amazing. Like, I know it's a children's book. It was really hard to find online, so clearly it's not known all that well. It's a children's mystery novel, but it's done so well. The plot is really good. And that twist, holy frick, as a kid, I was bamboozled by that, so I'm kind of nostalgia blind for this one, but if you want a great children's mystery novel, give this one a shot. Trust me, it's good. It's kind of odd, but it's good, and it's bugs. After that, we have Where the Crawdads Sing. This book started out so well. Even if it was so depressing, I get why it was depressing. The entire book kind of depressed me, if I'm being honest, but I don't know if smut is the correct term. I don't know booktok lingo, but the romantic scenes, I'll call them, that made me so uncomfortable. I've never read a book where I was uncomfortable reading it. That was just terrible. I hated that. Then they made a love triangle, so it was instant. It was an instant. And then the ending was way too drawn out. Like, after the court scene and everything, it could have ended there. It didn't have to keep going. I hate how the ending is done, if I'm being honest. The smut ruined it for me, and the ending especially ruined it for me. And then more recently, we just finished Of Mice and Men. I've got to say, I was pleasantly surprised by this one. I love Lenny. I love George. I love all the characters in it. They're done so well. Even if the one guy kills a dog, that's not fun. It's really good. The twist may be predictable, but it's good. It's short, which is good. If it was any longer, it would have overstayed its welcome. It's perfect the way it is. The conclusion's just so quick. The movie is especially good. If you haven't watched the movie or read the book, I recommend doing both. And then we have a bit of a different one here, Esperanza Rising. And I've got to say, I was really digging this book back in whatever the heck grade we read this in. It was like 4th maybe or something like that. The characters, the culture, it's really good. I don't read many cultured books, so but the plot's really good. It's always moving and always going somewhere. The conflict kind of cuts off midway, and I didn't really like that. If you haven't read this book, check it out. It's actually really good. And a book that needs no introduction, The Hunger Games. Technically, I never actually finished this book. I've been on page 256 for the last 2 years, so, but from what I've read, and the movies, of course, it's good. You don't need to know this. You already know The Hunger Games is good. This is a well-known fact. It's just dystopian fiction done at its best. But something that is better to me, in my opinion, To Kill a Mockingbird. I was shocked by this one when I read it. It was so good. I love the nostalgia, the old, the past coming in with the new, the kids coming to terms with like the racism and all that. It's a very deep novel, and the characters are so good. Atticus, amazing dude. At least in To Kill a Mockingbird, that is. Because what isn't good is technically the first version of it. I got this because I thought it was kind of like a sequel. I mean, it's marketed as a sequel now, but it's not really anymore. But it's terrible. Atticus is racist. That's all I have to say. And then finally, unfortunately, I don't own it, but The Outsiders. In my opinion, of all the books we've read, this one still holds up in the modern age like none of the other ones do. The characters, the plot, the conflict, the resolution, all of it is done absolutely perfectly, unlike every other book we've had to read. It is so good and was done so well. Perfect. It holds up in the modern day, and it's clearly a classic for a reason. But yeah, I know I probably made some of you mad with that, but that's my final ranking. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments below what you don't like, even though I'm right. And yeah. Boom.
And if you are interested, the first 2 books of my official fantasy series are available in the description below. And if you're looking for more information on what I'm doing with my books and what the heck even is a squidfish, then click on the video on the left to find out more about that. And if you want to hear about the latest book I just published, click on this one on the right, and it'll inform you on everything. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. And remember, I am not a dog.